Hey folks, what's going on? Before I get started here tonight, guys, I got to do something. Or tell you about something. Right after the first of the year, Jordan over at Tactical Tunes started a blog. I guess he's had it up for about 6 weeks or so now. And he's made several posts. He posts a couple times a week. And I've been following it from the beginning, and he has managed to do something with this blog, guys, that no other blog has, and that's hold my attention. I have really enjoyed reading his post. And even the comments that are left. We haven't had any really asshats show up yet. I'm sure that'll happen as time goes on, as blog becomes more popular. But if you are interested in, I guess, tactical stuff is what we're calling it now in the gun community, but that and firearm related issues, both directly and indirectly, and if you enjoy reading blogs, I really think you would do yourself a favor if you go over and check this one out. I think he's doing a fine job with it, and I'm actually really enjoying the blog. So I will put an active link to both his channel and to his blog in the description. If you just want to go over to his blog, the URL is tacticaltunes.com. Take you right to it. And another thing about Jordan, guys, by trade, he is a musician, okay? And if you don't know anything about the fine arts, just let me tell you, most of the fine arts is literally liberal land, okay? And he is one of us. And he's out there, kind of like a stranger in a strange land, so to speak. He's a great example for us in the gun community, our way of life and our hobby and stuff. He's, so like I said, he's one of us. He deserves our support for that, if nothing else, in my opinion. But not to mention the fact he's just a super guy, and he's got a great channel. And like I said, check his blog out. I think you'd really like it. Now, a couple of days ago, or earlier in the week, guys, Pete did a video called his Go-To Guns, okay, over the Armory channel. And then Van did kind of a follow-up a day or two later talking about his go-to guns. His centered around a couple of his home defense shotguns. I had to think, I said, well, that might be a pretty good subject to get a trail of YouTubers along. And everybody make a video talking about their go-to guns. So I'm going to throw mine out here for you. And we'll start here with my primary home defense weapon, which is my Mossberg 500. Now this is a Thunder Ranch model. It's a TR 500. I bought this gun coming up, I guess, about 2 years or so ago. And it is everything that I wanted it to be in a home defense gun. It's the right size. It's about 31 or 32 inches long. It's got 5 in the mag and 1 of the pipe for 6 rounds. It came with a tri-rail on it on the fore end. And I do have a light mounted on it. It came with a breacher barrel. Now, am I ever going to use that breacher barrel to actually breach a doorway or something? Probably not. But if you ever do have to shoot this gun dry or for some reason, that thing is extremely sharp on the end. And so if you pop somebody in the head with that, or in the chest or arm, or whatever the case might be, if they can reach up and grab it and you twist it out of their hand, it's going to do some damage because it is extremely sharp. So you have that. Plus, I just think it looks cool. I just think the overall look of the shotgun is really nice. The stock is not too long. It's not really too short. It's easy to maneuver around in, and that's why I got it. Now, I would go through some of the cycle with you, but I don't have any snap caps. Pete's supposed to send me some snap caps for this, and so I'm just kind of waiting on them to show up. But I've got a light, like I said, and I've got I think that's a Tac Star side saddle. So it takes, like I said, 5 in the mag, 1, so there's 6, and I get 6 more. So I got 12 rounds with it when I'm fully stocked, and I think it's just a fantastic shooter. I've got about 400 or so rounds through it, something like that, and I have no doubt that it's going to shoot every single time. I've always wanted a pump shotgun for home defense, and that's the one I chose. And about $350, something like that. I think the MSRP is about $400 or something, but you can pick them up for around $350, and I think it's a good buy. And the Mossberg 500 platform is legendary for its reliability, so no doubt it's always going to shoot. The next thing is my Springfield Armory XD40 Subcompact. If you watch my channel for a while, you know this is my primary carry. And has been for about 5 years. This little gun has fired everything that I've ever put through it, with the exception of a couple of bad rounds because a primer wouldn't shoot, or a bad primer and the round wouldn't go off. This gun's never had a failure one. I've never had a failure to feed. I've never had a failure to eject. It has fired every single time with the exception of some bad rounds. And folks, it's got a ton of rounds through it. I can't even count how many. thousands and thousands of rounds through it, and it has been impeccable and still is. It's a great shooter, and I really, really like it. The next one on it, my go-to guns would be my, actually this is my wife's Glock 27. Now right now she is carrying my XD40 because she does not like this gun. It hurts her hand to shoot it. We tried to go down to a Glock 26 with this because she wanted to have a Glock, but even that bothers her hand to shoot. And so she didn't care for it, but she can shoot this without any problem. So she's got it right now while we're waiting to put the funds together to get her another primary carry. And I've been carrying this one for the past few months. Now, while the recoil is definitely more on this one than this, it has more felt recoil, maybe a little bit more muzzle rise, but that's probably subjective to the user. I have no problem handling this firearm. I like to shoot it. It's a great little carry, and its quality, like I said, it's on par with the XD or anything else. It's, you know, Glock's legendary for their reliability, and it's a great little shooter. With the exception of a couple of failure to ejects when we first got it, other than that, it's fired perfect ever since. It's a good shooter. And I think we got a train coming, but at any rate, we'll get to that in a minute. Last but not least, my last go-to gun of the 4 that I got here, or that I'm showing, is my SIG 229. This gun right here, guys, I can't say enough about it. I absolutely love this. This is my best shooter. This is the one I shoot best with. I've got the 40 barrel in it right now, but I also have a 357 SIG barrel for it. Many thousands of rounds through this thing as well. It's actually been sent off and refinished. And yep, there's the train. But it has never failed, with the exception of when I first got it. I was trying to run some Hornady critical defense in it, and I actually did a video about this, and I had to polish the feed ramp because it would not feed that Hornady critical defense. But after I did that, it's never missed a lick. It can shoot anything that I put through it since then. So just had a little bit of a flaw there in the feed ramp, and that was it. But folks, those are pretty much my 4 go-to guns. I would trust any of these guns with my life any day of the week. I know they're going to fire every time I pull the trigger, and these are the ones that I choose. So now the challenge is on you guys. Specifically, hey Bill, Mr. 45 Bullet, the general himself, let's see yours. I know you've probably done this before, but hey, it's time for you to do a video, bro. What are your go-to guns? Of course, Eric, yeah, I want to see him anyway. Alaric 357, Alex, let's see yours. Jim, Hornet Fixer, let's see yours. Travis, DJ Alkaline 1, let's see yours. Chuck, My Hollow Point, Paul, Hazman 440, and anybody else who's watching this. Show us your go-to guns and make a quick vid of it. I'd love to see them. That's all I got, guys. Let me know what y'all think. Check Jordan out. Again, the links are in the bottom. Y'all have a great night. See ya later.